We gotta wait. We gotta wait. Sorry, hang on, wait.
You got way too excited, way too quick.
We got 30 seconds.
Oh yeah.
It's the you gotta go live on Instagram and 3, 2, 1. Ah, dude, I'm getting pretty good at that.
You were good at it, and then you were slacking, and now you're good at it again.
Yeah. I just felt it.
I feel really demented today. Like I'm just like I'm in a bad mood, and I like
Yeah.
it.
Really?
I've been in a good mood for months.
I don't know how I should feel about that.
I'm kind of fucking digging it.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why.
That's definitely interesting. I hate everything and I feel good about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
I'm a little pissed off today.
All right, so today we got Todd with us. Todd has been actually he joins in all the time, offers great fucking advice to a lot of guys that come
every
in.
Thursday.
Yeah, it's pretty cool actually. And he's like, "Yo, I want to join into one. I want to share my story. I want to talk about stuff." And we're like, "Hell yeah, dude!" And here he is. So, bro, give us a background on you and your service, your time in, and anything else you want to talk about. Then we can start talking about other shit. So
Cool.
go ahead.
So first and foremost, my name is Todd Burkhart. Probably the first and only black guy you will ever meet with that name.
Damn, bro.
So it is always amazing to walk into a room after you talk to people on the phone, and then they meet you in face, and they're just like,
"Damn, you're black." Yeah.
I get that all the time. Absolutely love that. It is always the greatest shock moment.
Dude,
I
literally just got done talking about that shit today. My favorite conversation is the race conversation. I'm not even joking. I love it.
Love
It's
it.
my
Doesn't
favorite
bother
thing.
me at all. Doesn't bother me. I absolutely love it.
Dude, I love
Facebook Marketplace must be a trip.
it.
Wait, I thought I was meeting Todd.
Oh no, it's even better when I go to like meetings or whatever after I have a phone conversation with people, and
Yeah.
I literally walk into their office and they're just like, Todd. And you can just see the almost like confusion. It's like when you give a dog a treat and he gets like super happy, and then you take it from him and his face just gets that real confused look.
Yeah,
That's exactly what they do. That's
Dude,
that's
so
exact look you see.
That is a
Absolutely
great
love it.
explanation too.
So, I am a veteran of the United States Marine Corps. I have been around the world. I've so when I tell people one of my duty stations, my favorite duty station, they never believe me. It was in Miami. I was attached to Marine Forces South. If anybody knows where that is everybody down south, basically south of Florida, so Central and South America. So that's where I was.
Miami's kind of wild, so
Bro. So I'm also old as shit too. I'm 44. So I was back in the late 90s, early 2000s.
You look good
So,
for 44, man.
yeah, you do.
Hey man, good genetics, good genes. Like the grays are, I blame the kids. I blame the kids for the grays. So, but I'll say this: I got 5 kids, and this is kind of funny. So anybody who has kids will truly understand this. My daughters are older, and I equate them for giving me my gray in my face and in my hair. My sons are younger. I blame them for giving me the grays in my balls. So it's just how that works out for the kids. But yeah, so after that, I actually graduated from University of South Carolina in a degree in history. I have a degree from Muskegon University in environmental sciences. Again, both wasted degrees that look beautiful on my mom's wall. I don't use either one of them. So, long story short, what I do now, and I think we met a couple years ago, actually.
Yeah.
It was during the pandemic when basically the Marine Rapper was doing the suicide prevention. I took that over for about a year or so after that, and we went real strong. It went real good and real big. It was actually, we started off from like 4 hours and ended up going to be 13 hours.
Wow.
So that's where we met.
Very cool.
I remember meeting you guys from them, and so that's what I've been doing now. I've been on a mission just to save as many people as possibly can.
Hell yeah.
I don't want anybody to have to go through the same bullshit that I did.
Yeah.
I legit, and we've talked about this through messages and whatnot, but legit, as I tell people, after I got out, I wasn't right. I didn't know how to be a dad. I didn't know how to be a brother. I didn't know how to be a friend. I didn't know how to be a fucking basic human being.
Yeah.
I ended up having to leave the country. I ended up moving to Costa Rica for 2 years and worked at a surf hostel. Best thing I ever did for myself was do that. Not for my family, not for my family's ideas, and not for my family's sake, but I'd rather my family be pissed off at me for being alive than the other.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
So you can be mad at me all you want, but I'm still here, so you can be mad at me.
That's right.
But after that, so like when I tell people, you know, my experience is different on how I deal things and how I see things. You have to realize, and I think we've all realized this, once you get in the military, your life is not yours anymore. And once you get back, you finally get your life, and your life actually starts from that point. The idea that there's a playbook for this shit, there's not. There is no playbook. And what I've started to learn, because I'm over the last couple of years, my significant other is a director of a nursing facility. So I'm constantly around the elderly, and I'm learning a lot. And I found out, and I think I figured out the key of why these World War II guys survived, because they talk.
Yep.
We think they didn't talk. No, they talked. And the reason that they talked was, and their different talking was, a whole town got sent. So whole towns got drafted, whole towns together.
That's right.
So their best friends knew each other. They were all together. Now, you both were in, correct?
I'm the only guy that wasn't.
Okay. So most of the guys that were in, that I was in with, I don't even know where they live now. I don't even know where half of them are.
Yep. The geographic distribution is the biggest, one of the biggest issues. 100%. Yep.
Exactly. So my goal is to, I guess, not even say bridge the gap, but just give people an opportunity to talk. Because again, like the guy you had on last week, he really almost broke me down, because it was just listening to this man have a conversation out loud, and it was like, that's exactly what I've been wanting from everybody my entire existence since I got out. Just to shut up and listen.
Yep.
And it's, when people say that their story is not relevant, it is. It is relevant. 100%. It doesn't matter if you were a pencil pusher. It doesn't matter if you were a diesel mechanic. It doesn't fucking matter. Your story is relevant, because your experience is something that someone else has also experienced. And that's what drives me fucking nuts with people, is they think they're alone.
Yep.
And we have to get that whole thought process and that whole mentality and that whole, oh, woe is me, I'm by myself, nobody is experiencing this, I'm all by myself. Like, that's bullshit, dude.
Straight.
Yeah, I mean, we've said it many times around our fireside chats. Whenever somebody opens up, you know, you have 4 or 5 guys going around saying, "Oh, I've experienced the same thing," and then at least
100%
has, you know, figured out how to move past it, and they give out their, you know, 2 cents on how they move past it, and you gotta help heal each other. That's why when we have the retreat leaders go out, they generally start up the conversations on everything, because somebody opens up and says, "Oh, I experienced kind of the same thing as Rocco experienced, or I experienced the same thing as James experienced," and it kind of opens them up a little bit. So you're absolutely right. Every story matters. Every story has somebody else that, you know, feels or felt the same thing at one point over something that's very similar.
Yeah.
I find it to be also interesting that you bring up the World War II like era and generation, right? So So when I was studying a bunch of my shit and I was like super inspired so my whole story, just so you know, Todd, so I actually was at Columbia University back in like 2015, 2014, 2015. I ended up dropping out to start Project Refit because in my heart, the one thing I always wanted to do in my life was try to become a Navy SEAL. I destroyed my leg, but when I was like 17 years old, and I was not able to run past that point over 3 miles, and I never really got help that I needed to get. I never got the surgery that I needed because the doctor said I couldn't do it. So because like, dude, you're at the point, you're 19 years old. You don't have cancer, by the way. And I was like, that's good news, but like, I can't really run.
But
So
still, the rest of my life is fucked. Yeah.
right.
Right.
So that really fucked me up for years. And I found
it.
like this way to at least be a part of or help out the people that I always wanted to be and do, right? I wanted to serve my nation in some way, and now I'm able to do it. It's fucking awesome. But anyway,
Right.
so with that in mind, I ended up doing a lot of studying on like what is happening in our world right now. Like, what are some of the problems? Why are people killing themselves? Not just veterans, but why are people killing themselves so much? Why do people feel so disconnected? The easy answer, of course, phones and technology and all that shit. This is where it gets really,
that's too easy of an answer.
right. This is where it gets really interesting, though. Ready? So, when you go back in time, let me preface this piece of information with actually an old lady. So,
Okay.
this old ass lady.
That's a segue, but go ahead. Okay.
Hell yeah! This old ass lady once said to me, she's like, I think I know when isolation began and like when communities started to break down. And I was like, what do you think? She's like, the TV. As soon as TVs came out, everybody started staying inside their houses more. And they stopped hosting as many events and they stopped going out to different places.
I disagree.
Bro,
I 100% disagree.
This is where it gets really cool. Your disagreement doesn't matter because the facts prove it.
No,
So
go ahead.
the upswing, there's this guy, Robert Putnam, that wrote this whole entire thing called Bowling Alone. And he actually ended up going to like the White House and all this other shit. And it's one of the most influential books of our time. And he rewrote this other thing, The Upswing. And I was like, that's fucking interesting to watch the decline of society go down from the peak connection point where people really connected to then begins to slowly decline down. And it's because you have something in front of you for entertainment to escape all the time, escapism. Like it's a really wild concept to look at that and to pinpoint the exact point. Now, that's where refit comes in, where we're like, how are we going to be able to combat, all of this shit that's happening?
How do you bridge the gap?
I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry, what?
How do you bridge the gap?
Right. How do we bridge a gap? How do we get communities back together again? How do we encourage people to come out and hang out together? Like, how can we come up with this strategy to do this? Now, I think we have one that is beginning to work, and we're actually going to hopefully get funding to be able to test it out in Delaware. I have to finish a grant today so we can get the fucking funding. But
it's all about money.
Yeah. But if we can leverage the modern day technology, because this TV doesn't keep you restricted to your house anymore. You can take this shit with you anywhere. But now it's just how do we encourage you to bring that with you to go somewhere? Right? Like that is instead of being the prisoner in your own home and like, getting Grubhub ordered to your door and like playing games and like sitting on Discord with your boys and like all this other shit and like staying indoors all the time. How do we encourage you to get out? Well, we have a strategy where we're going to try to hire like social media influencers to get their little micro audiences that they have to encourage them to come out and hang out with them in person and like all around a fire and do it with the military first and mainly. So like those are the fire team concepts that we're trying to push forward with all of this so that we can encourage reconnection again. Because if you want to, I guess, reinvigorate the American spirit, you got to get the American people together again. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's wild. But anyway, that's the long and short. That's why I loved hearing you talk about like how they used to talk to each other.
Yeah. I mean, it legit. And what's funny is, to me, is even the conversations wouldn't even have to be pertaining about their combat experiences.
That's right.
It was just about raising their kids. It'd be about just being families, being dads, being brothers, coming back and working on their cars. It'd just be about conversations.
That's
And
right.
being around those people that have had those same experiences is a truly, I mean, almost spiritual feeling.
Yeah, that's right.
Sitting on the front porch,
I agree with that.
drinking coffee in the coffee shop.
Yeah.
like,
Boom.
just
Yeah.
being out and just talking and hanging out. Yeah.
Definitely. It's immeasurable. The human spirit is the thing that it's immeasurable and it's supposed to be. And
Correct.
that's where the most powerful things happen. I am 100%.
That's the mission for Project Refit, is to
Everything.
bring community
Right.
back, community and camaraderie back to the
Healthfully,
veterans.
in a healthy way. In a
Yeah.
healthy way.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, so like in theory, it's again, it's a disconnect, and it's
Yeah.
always and it's only getting wider and worse because again, you know as well as I do, I'm sitting in front of my damn phone right now. You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's literally most people's conversations. This is how I communicate with 90% of the people. I still talk to people throughout the United States, but I'd rather FaceTime them because I need for them to see my face.
Yep.
At least I do that because I need for you to see my face. I need you to see my eyes. I need you to see that I'm here. I don't
Yep.
want you to see that I'm disconnected, just walking around doing my laundry or whatever. I want you to know that I'm here. And that's the one thing I think people need to start doing also, is to actually, when you have a conversation with you, have a conversation. Don't be doing your laundry. Don't be, making your meal. Have a conversation. Be engaged with that person. Actually listen to that person. And that's the other thing people have been, I think, people are just too busy.
Agreed. I think the people are too busy concept is one that I also included into the strategy planning for even like our retreats and such, because you know what's interesting about the too busy factor is okay, let's what were most World War II veterans? What were most of them? When I'm talking about like gender.
Right.
It was
Men.
all men. Yeah, I mean, it was what,
Yeah.
like 90% men?
Right. So, and when they came home, they all went to VFWs and like hung out
Correct.
there, got to know each other.
Correct.
And not that there were absent fathers. I'm not trying to put that claim on them or whatever, but they kind of were. There's also
They were workers. They
they
were
were
workers.
they were out.
They didn't know how to be dads.
They
Again,
didn't
they didn't
come
know how
home.
to be dads.
Yeah, they didn't come home. They
Mhm.
came home for a minute and then they went back out to the bar and hang out with the boys, right?
Mhm.
And then the wife and the kids were at home. So what's interesting is now people are so busy. More dads are very present. It's a very common thing now for dads to be super present in the lives of their kids a majority of the time, which, by the way, that's awesome. That's a good thing. That's really
Yeah.
cool, right?
Yeah.
So how do we create programs that can fit into those busy fucking lives that you just talked about? Like that's where the weekend retreats come in. We include the families in the fireside chats. We do the day of service together with the invite the families, and then have some time where it's hey, this chat is actually just going to be for the veterans. It could be man or woman, doesn't matter, but just for them,
Mhm.
So yeah. So that's like you're hitting on a bunch of shit that are things that we are like adamant about, actually.
Hey man, that's what I'm saying. So and that's the other thing. So it's like when people ask me what I do, I don't have enough fucking time to tell you what I do in a fucking day.
Yep.
And I'm not joking. So in my spare time, I'm trying to put a golf tournament together. I work for the DAV in Central Ohio. Like, dude, whatever you need, I can do. I'm the guy who gets it for you. Like, real talk.
Yep.
So it's one of those things where it's like even actually today, I was sitting there talking to another veteran just to make sure his head was okay. I do buddy checks almost every day.
Not bad, brother. Yep.
Like that's just what I do because I need to make sure my boys and my peoples are safe.
Hell yeah.
So, and right now, like I said, I'm trying to put this golf tournament together, which is very interesting. You guys should probably come out for that because it's going to be a very interesting time.
Let's go. Yeah. We'll come
Yeah.
out. Tell us more.
Oh, trust me, I'm just starting to work on it again this year because last year I worked on it and I only got it 3 months before we started or before the tournament, and we had nothing. All we had was a golf course. I was able to get a couple of things started, but this year is my goal is to actually have this thing fully funded. I don't want anybody to have to pay for their golf. I don't want anything. I want this thing. I want people to come on and have fun.
That's cool.
So we'll talk about it. But yeah, it like I said, like you were saying, it's kind of funny because now I think about it, about the fact of TV. I can agree to an extent to where the fact that I think it's kind of like the movie Idiocracy. We're all getting stupid. I mean, it's just we're getting dumber as the centuries go by. We're reading less, we're communicating less, and that's the whole thing. And I'm okay if you watch movies because I watch movies all the time. I watch documentaries. I watch all types of stuff. My wife hates it. I swear to God, she hates it. I'm a super nerd. Okay, real talk. And it's okay to be a nerd, guys.
That's right.
Okay.
There's different ways to consume information.
Yeah, I mean everybody does it differently.
Yep.
You know,
Okay.
I'm a hands-on guy. You know, like I sat there and basically built my car. I don't know how to build a fucking car.
Learn.
Trial and error, bro. Trial and error.
That's right.
And it ain't been cheap. That's not a cheap trial and error. With that, yeah. Dude, I figure it's one of those things, immerse yourself in life and just enjoy this shit.
Yeah. Just do your best.
I heard a quote probably about 4 or 5 years ago, and it was simple and it almost pissed me off. We have 80 summers. That's it.
Damn. That hurts.
That's it.
Whole soul.
That's it, bro. I got 36 more, homie.
Damn.
Like that really hits you hard because it's like, all right, what are you going to do between this time and that time?
Yeah, dude.
Like, how much are you going to be a good influence in this planet and be a good positive light rather than be a destructive asshole? Because I mean, God bless. Most of us probably been more destructive than we have been good in our lives. I know I have. So I mean, I tell people this all the time. For 40 years of my life, all I did was wreck shit.
Yeah.
All I did was break things. I didn't care if it was hearts, faces, souls. I didn't care. And for the rest of my eternity on this planet, I'm trying to fix. I'm trying to rebuild. I'm trying to make my kids' world a little bit better by the time I leave.
That's dope.
That's it. God forbid I go tomorrow. I went out with a smile on my face.
I honestly, like, when I think about that 80 summer thing, and I think about how little time, like, people have like 36 years going, like 36 year, for the golf outing, let's say annual 36 annual. It's like, that's crazy to think about, that you could have 36 years that you've hosted it and it's really not that many.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, that's definitely a glass half full, half empty type thing.
Well, again, you have to think about it like this.
Say, like, as a 35-year-old man, I only have to see 45 more winters because I fucking hate winter.
Respect. I mean, I can't say shit. I'm looking out at 6 inches of snow outside. I'm over it, bro.
I thought you were going somewhere entirely different with that shit.
No. I told you
that was deep.
That was funny, dude.
That was deep, bro. That was deep.
That was funny, dude. That was good. I don't know, but I just sit and think about that. And it is wild. And another thing you said too was just be good light, just be light.
Mm-hmm.
We just spoke with, so we just got back, Dan, myself, and Tucker. We got back from an interview with Stay Zero, which is Zero Foxtrot's podcast. And it's Zach is the host, and Zach is a sniper Marine or Marine sniper. And he actually spoke about how he's like, I went on this retreat. It was a ibogaine retreat that he did to heal his brain, literally. He's like, dude, I came back and it's changed my whole fucking life. And he's like, I saw light, but like I saw people as light. Like I saw love in my child. I was holding my kid. He's like, and this is when he came home. Like he wasn't, having his brain being like growing, literally growing. By the way, when you take ibogaine, it's like a miracle drug and a miracle plant.
Yeah, 100%.
Did you take it? Did you ever do the psychedelic or no?
So when I was in Costa Rica, I did do ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca? Ayahuasca I heard is very healing too.
I'll be 100% honest. I think that was the one thing. I think that was the only thing that helped me.
My man's Ray's about to bust out of the bushes.
Yeah, Ray, baby. Yeah, Ray Boughton is another. He is one of my favorite. You've probably seen him on the podcast before. Ray Boughton is he's a recon Marine that he's actually at Columbia right now.
See, again, it's us crazy ass Marines who fuck with that ayahuasca.
Bro, yeah, him and another Marine actually. I don't know if I should say his. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if I should say his name, but like,
don't do it.
Yeah. You guys are cousins, actually.
You mention his name, he'll show up.
Yeah. He probably would too. But say it 3 times, he'll definitely show up. No, I'm kidding.
Word.
But we were talking about psychedelics, and then so Zach on Stage Zero. I'm gonna get back to Stage Zero. So we're talking to Zach on Stage Zero. He mentioned how he took ibogaine and how that like healed him. He's like, dude, I'm fucking healed. Like I am healed. Like I don't experience anything anymore. He's like, I feel love for the first time in my life. He's like, my wife was flipping out about needing to lose weight after she gave me my child. Like he's like, I have my boy in my hand and she's over there worried about her weight and the way she looks and she's not pretty anymore and all this other stuff. And I'm like, he looked at her. He's like, I didn't see her. He's like, I saw her beautiful light and soul that she matched my kid. He's like, she gave me my son. He's like, babe, stop. I love you. I love you. Like, not your physical being. I love your spirit. He's like, I don't care. And like, it was the first time in his life where he really saw that, right? So, like you can see the spirit of people. If they have a good or bad spirit, you can see that. You allow yourself, right?
Valid.
Dude, this is the part where it gets crazy. He said to me and Dan, he's like, you know what's crazy is there's no such thing as darkness. There's only a lack of hero light. Darkness doesn't even exist. It's just no light is there. Yeah. So you can bring your own light. I was like, brah.
Hey, that reminds me.
It is real. It's the truth.
That reminds me of that Nelson Mandela quote.
Doesn't exist.
You don't dim your light to not have somebody outshine you. Just shine your own light. Yep. And everybody has their own light. It's just, again, we all have to be able to say, hey, it's okay to shine. And that's the problem where people just like, that's my problem with people. With people just don't want to say, fuck it, I'm good. I'm great. I'm a good person.
Yep.
Fucking be that fucking shining star. Because if you're that shining star, it's going to give somebody else opportunity to say, hey, maybe I can.
Yep.
My wife has a huge problem with that. Because she comes.
Your ego? It's your ego, I know. It's your ego.
No, she like she'll wake up, she'll fresh wake up looking like a half zombie, 4 hours of sleep.
Yep.
She might have been, complaining about her skin complexion or, and her shirt's like half stretched because of the way the baby was sleeping next to her and bags under her eyes or whatever. And I'm just like, I'm staring at her like I can see the light, like the guy that you were talking about. And I'm just like, you're the most beautiful fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And she never is just like, oh, thank you. She always gives me like this, like, unacceptance face. She just makes the weirdest face that she ever possibly could in retaliation to that. So I'll be like, oh, you're so beautiful. And she'll go, or something.
And just, or turnover. Already know. Yep, I know that.
Or she'll just give me like this like disgusted look. She'll be like, ugh. And I'll be like, you fucking heard me.
That's right.
Fucking bitch.
Yeah.
You're
And
beautiful.
see now what you got to do after that. So next time you do that, you got to give her the full cow kiss. Works every time. The whole side of the face, bro. The whole side.
If you're still on here, babe, when you get
I'll
that,
take full blame for it. I'm all right. I accept it.
now you
It's
know
okay.
who to come after. Don't neck
It's the
chop
black
me.
guy. It's
You
the
gotta
black guy named Todd.
Damn.
No,
Bro,
what's funny is I actually go by the moniker of Black Todd just to help people out. So
just to help people out.
yeah. Good luck flying to Ohio and finding a black guy named Todd Burkhart. Good luck.
okay, so all right. I don't want to make a joke out of this, but
Go
it
ahead.
was kind of weird. So like 3 years ago, So I live in Central Ohio. I live outside of Columbus, and probably about 3 years ago, I got a phone call from a bunch of people, and they were just calling me. I'm just like, what the fuck's going on? Next thing I know, they're like, everybody's like, "Are you alive?" I'm like, apparently I am because I'm picking up the fucking phone. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So apparently, a dude by the same name, same spelling, Todd Burkhart, died in
Oh.
Dayton. So everybody thought I was me. He's white, not me.
Not me. Did you
Not
look
me.
at the picture?
I looked at the picture. He did not even look anything like me, dude. The funny part is, I so for like 3 years, I actually had the picture of Jose Reyes on my Facebook page as a picture of me, and everybody thought it was me.
Damn. Wait. Let me look that up.
Don't do it, bro, because you're gonna be like, "Oh God, you do look like him." Yeah, you will.
Reyes.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, Jose Reyes, like the New York Mets.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You do look like
Doppelganger. I know. It's a doppelganger. Everybody thinks I'm Dominican too. No hablo español,
yo,
bro.
yo, if I'm you, I'm going to bars and
dude.
I'm
I'm
getting
Jose Reyes.
I'm
Yeah.
putting on a Mets hat.
I-
I'm going to bars
Wow.
and I'm getting drinks.
The only person I know that looks like me and I'll ever agree with it
Find out where he banks.
is this. Yeah, right, exactly.
I left my ID at home, ma'am.
This guy, Cole
never thought
Swindell,
about
the country singer.
Yes.
He's
Yes.
the only dude I'll agree that looks like kind of like me.
A little. We'll go.
Dude,
All right,
for
maybe
sure.
a little.
My face isn't round.
No. You're better looking. You're better looking, sir.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate that.
I mean, out of anybody else, okay.
Yeah, because I don't know. People just see a redhead, they're like, "Oh, this guy looks like you, dude." And I'm like, "No, that fucking dude doesn't look like." Like,
Like,
just
no.
red hair, bro. Like,
Just because of red hair now, we're not going that, guys.
Yeah. I get Hawkeye. What's his name?
I don't know.
Jeremy Renner. No shit. You know what?
All right, if Jared, you gotta lose a little bit.
Like if Jeremy Renner was like shorter and probably about just a little bit stockier. I'm not gonna say beefier, but I'm gonna say stockier.
How tall is Jeremy Renner? You Google that shit right now.
I mean, I'm gonna say he's probably about 6 foot.
Jeremy Renner height.
5'9".
All right, he got me by 3 inches.
3 inches.
Yeah, I'm 5'6".
It matters.
Yeah,
Ooh, 3 inches matters, bro. 3
3
inches
inches matters. I know.
3 inches
All
matter
right.
hugely. Wow, bro. I got some platform shoes for you at the crib, bro.
Hey, look, what I lack in height, I make up for in width. All right.
No, that's not all right, bro.
That's funny as hell. Oh my god.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Now he's dancing. Unreal. I guess I can see it. I don't know. Used to get called Justin Timberlake though. I know that, right?
I was told if Justin Timberlake and Jeremy Renner had a baby, it would look like me.
I honestly can see a Justin Timberlake more than
I don't know.
Renner.
it's because I look in the mirror. I know my own face, so when I look at both of them, I'm like, I don't really see it.
It's
But
the Renner eyes, bro. It's the Renner eyes.
Yeah, maybe it's the eyes. He's got crazy blues though. This motherfucker
Hey, man, that's how he
looking
got his
into
wife.
the ocean. It's crazy. But
That's how he got his wife, bro.
dude, so I want to know more. Like when you were in the Marine Corps, what was like the most impactful thing that you did that you felt proud of that you like that you look back on with pride? Like that you're like, hell yeah, I did that. That you're happy about.
I finished.
Hell yeah. When you got out?
No. The fact that I finished boot camp, the fact that I've actually finished my contract, the fact that I actually survived, the fact that I'm still fucking coherent, I still have all my fingers, all my toes. Don't get me wrong, I've had a bunch of shit surgeries and fucking shoulder and back's all fucked up, but whatever. I'm still whole. Fuck
yeah,
that.
an
Hey, they
excellent.
paid for 100% of my college degree. Thank you very fucking much, United States Marine Corps.
That's a fucking no. That's an excellent take out of all of that. That
Yeah.
is
Because I'm
take.
gonna say this, okay? And this is what we also have to remember. And it took me years to understand this. Our military service is not our entire life.
Yeah.
Your life, everybody else's life continues on throughout your military service. You're the only one on hold. So you have to remember no one else, everyone else is still going. The clock is still kicking. Your life is on pause. Your normal fucking existence is on pause. So when you come back to the real world, everybody's already 10 years or how many years ahead of you. You have to catch the fuck up. So when I say that,
Hmm.
I am
Catch up
truly
in what way?
I'm sorry?
Catch up in what way? Because there's a lot of
Their
benefits
life
to being a veteran too, though.
to whatever is going on in their life is what I'm saying. So like normal life as far as raising kids, being a parent, going to school, this and that, whatever, having a job, paying bills, all that normal shit. Just that normal, I guess, progression of life, if that makes any sense.
I don't know,
Because,
but keep going.
because I truly feel like once you get out, you start to understand that what life is really about. Because again, military is so sheltered. We're so sheltered in how to pay bills. Jesus Christ. Like, it's to the point where like when I got out, I didn't fucking know left, right, fucking up or down. I didn't know what I was doing. Like I knew how to follow orders. That's it. I didn't
Yo,
know how to be a dad.
honestly, what you're describing is so the greatest socialist program that exists in the United States and in the world right now is the US military. It
Mm.
is a socialist environment. It's entirely, and it works because you have one mission to go kill the other side. That's exactly what the mission is. Take
Correct.
human lives, right? So everything you purchase, everything you push for, everything you're pushing a paper for is going to lead to someone dying, right?
Correct.
For the protection of the United States. And I'm not saying I know I can say
Right.
that to you with ease and you understand it. For any of those who are listening, that sounds harsh. That's actually the reality of the situation. That is what they're doing. That is what they're training for. They must do that to ensure that we can have our freedoms. Now, on the other
100%.
side of it that you just described, Todd, which is really interesting too, is the freedom that you fought for, which is crazy. So
Right.
the military wants to make sure you have no worries or concerns, right? They want to make sure they give you
In theory.
everything, right? Don't worry about paying your bills, or we'll teach you how to pay your bills for this time, or this, that, and the other. Like they'll give you whatever it is to make sure you don't have to worry about shit all. That's what they do,
In
right?
theory. In theory. In
Right.
theory.
So right. That's all theory based. So then you come back, still theory based, into the very chaos that you actually fought for, which is freedom inherently.
Mm.
So now you have to take on all that responsibility to learn how to pay your bills, to learn how to live a normal, free, responsible life. That's why responsibility and freedom are inherently the same. Like responsibility is freedom because you can live within it if you're responsible. So like that is exactly the thing that people fought for, and they don't even know. They're not that they forget. I don't think enough military members understand that when they get out, that the chaos they're feeling is the freedom that they fought for. And I think it would invigorate more of them if they understand that, to take on more of that responsibility and be more empowered to live their lives in a free way. It's like, dude, oh wait, this is what I fought for. Okay, cool. Like, let's fucking change some things, and I can change things. Everything's fucking made up. Go change it.
Right.
Go, dude, go. You know. So anyway, sorry. Go ahead. I just really like to understand.
No, you're good. No. Trust me. It's never a bad thing to interrupt me because I can just keep rambling. I got kids, bro. I just keep rambling for hours.
Well, so you were in your transition out. You were talking about that, and you said it was chaotic that you were living in.
Well, I mean, so I was an alcoholic. I was alcoholic. I am an alcoholic.
Right.
Because again, there's never a stopping point of that. I have a gambling problem. So yeah, I went through all those. But again, it was one of those things where like I didn't hit rock bottom until I hit rock bottom. And once I hit rock bottom, it was literally the worst thing ever for me. So that's why I left the country. Again, if I didn't leave, I wouldn't be here.
Mm-hmm.
So be mad at me if you want to. Be pissed off at me if you want to, but be pissed off because I'm alive and not here.
Right.
But I mean, so like when I tell people this, and once we said that about the ayahuasca, it was probably one of the best things that ever happened to me, and best things that I could have done for myself because again, it brought I don't have nightmares anymore. I don't have headaches. I don't have anything. I don't know if this shit work. I don't know if it's if it's a miracle cure. I don't know if it's God's like touching whatever. I don't know, but it helps.
Yeah,
I don't have the same problems.
It's
I
really
don't even think the same way anymore.
Yeah, it literally. So what it does, on the physiological side of things, what that drug does, especially like ibogaine or anything that's similar to it, like ayahuasca, there's actually a film. So you have there's a white matter part of your brain that helps to transport thoughts and feelings and things like that throughout your brain. And TBIs, PTSD, trauma, essentially traumas, it causes actual physical damage to your brain.
Right.
So ibogaine, what it does is it actually grow your brain. They actually have done studies now where they actually see your brain grow. Your brain grows and heals itself when you take it. Now that's why, by the way, if you do it and like all the time and like you're, like just taking too much of it, you could literally your heart explodes and your fucking brain essentially explodes. But like that's why it's super important to go to people that know how much to give you and the doses and guide you through things and all of that stuff. So, it's really, really cool. I just saw that Rick Perry, the former governor of Texas, Republican, staunch Republican, is actually now, because of Marcus Luttrell, he is now supporting, he's been studying psilocybin and psychedelics for 6 years. And now he's coming out saying, hey, we got to heal people from not only their addictions like alcoholism, opioids, and all these other things, because ibogaine actually after 2 doses has a 97% success rate of helping people to no longer have that feeling of addiction at all anymore.
No shit.
After 2 doses, 97% success rate. It's better than anything out there. Any program that exists, it's better than. So, because it's a medicine. Man. It's an actual medicine. It's wild, right?
Damn. No shit. That's wild. Medicine.
And you know what's really wild? And Rick Perry said this. Rick Perry, the staunch Republican that he is, he's like, we made a mistake back in the day when we put that down as a Schedule 1 drug. It should never have been a Schedule 1 drug, and psychedelics never.
Hold on. So you telling me a politician admitted that they made a mistake?
Bro, he's fucking pushing so hard, and guess who actually is potentially going to be bringing that to fruition? RFK and little Trumpy boy. Crazy. They want to do more studies on it, dude. They want to bring it to here in the United States, do studies on it, give it to vets, give it to people who are addicted to drugs, and all of it.
Oh, shit.
Crazy. Shit.
I'll take some.
Yeah. I'm going to Mexico.
My brain hurts.
I know. I'm going to Mexico. Yeah, I'm going to Mexico.
My brain hurts.
I mean, So I'll say this: it is a surf hostel in Costa Rica we could go to.
Yeah, what is it called?
Burnt toast.
Burnt for real? Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I know of a there's one that's called IB Wellness or something. IB Wellness for Ibogaine, but it's like IB Wellness or something. That was the one that Rick Perry said like that he's been like working with. There's a couple others. Some of them are in Mexico, and I think another one is in Costa Rica actually. That he was been studying this Ibogaine treatment. So you actually do Ibogaine with a D what is it called? The DMT. Got it. Whew, got it. So you actually do Ibogaine with a DMT infusement so that you can actually then see the brain growth. It's wild. And they've studied it. They've seen it physiologically, all of it. They have all the studies for it. That's why
I believe it. I believe it 100%.
Well, yeah, you're a testament to it. I did try. You know what I did do once is I did ketamine therapy. That really helped me out with some things that I wanted to get through as well. Because ketamine therapy, it's a psilocybin essentially. It's a psychedelic. It's not a psilocybin, but it's a psychedelic, and it actually creates new pathways in your brain. So it grows. That's what ayahuasca does too.
Yes,
which
it opens up neural pathways. Yes,
right. It allows you to think different.
And that's the thing I tell people. It's like, you know, and it's kind of a weird thing that I can actually almost feel that those neural pathways have been reopened.
100%, dude.
If that makes any sense.
Reopened, but they're brand new.
Yes. No, that they are reopened.
Yeah.
Because those old ones, I feel so like the lack of empathy was one of those things I never really had my entire life. I'm 44 fucking years old. And I actually watched a movie the other day and damn near made me fucking cry. Never fucking do that shit in my life. I just don't fucking cry. Just don't have fucking feelings about shit. Don't really care about other people's feelings. But fucking 44 years old, I'm actually starting to catch feelings and shit. Shit is weird, dude. Like, it's weird.
Really cool.
No, it's not cool. It's weird, man.
That's not cool.
Dude, that's awesome.
It's not cool, bro. It's not cool.
That's really cool, though. Like, genuinely, man. I'm happy to hear you healing. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Dude, and that's what I tell people. Like, and people always ask me, well, what did I do? What did I do? Bro, I failed more than I fucking did anything else. Like, I'm still here, though. That's my whole fucking game. That's my whole fucking game. I don't give a fuck how many times I fail. I'm still going to fucking be here.
Yeah.
I'm like a goddamn cockroach. Try to get rid of me. Good luck.
Yeah, it's cool. That's really cool. I love hearing that journey, too, that you actually took medicine, to help you heal and get through that, which is so critical.
And I'll be honest now. I still take THC on a regular basis now.
Yeah.
That's the one thing because I don't take any pain meds. I don't take any at all. My back is screwed up. I got pinched disc, pinched nerve, messed up neck. I've had 3 surgeries in my shoulder.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't take any pain meds at all. I'd rather be that way.
Yeah. Yeah, the THC thing that's one thing that I feel like you have to be really careful with that. But I did a lot of people about like how they'd rather do THC than opioids, for example.
Yes. God,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
The idea of the opioids, because so throughout the military, I've got more medical conditions from my service. AKA now I found out I developed Crohn's because of my military service. So again, opioids and Crohn's don't mix at all.
Oh.
So that was being locked up for like months, I'm good, bro. So like I have to navigate, but again, that's also with coming in an understanding of who and what I am.
Right.
It's not an overnight success story.
No.
It's a fucking day-to-day fucking grind. And it's not even a fun grind. It fucking hurts.
Yeah.
Every fucking damn day hurts. Like some days I don't want to get out of bed. Still fucking do. Still make my phone calls. Still check on my people. Still get my business done. Still handle everything.
Yep.
You know, it's a day-to-day fucking grind. It's not a magic pill. There's not a fucking... I can't snap my fucking fingers. It is what it is, you know?
Yeah. That is true. It is grind. That is life. Life is inherently suffering, and you just have to embrace it for what it is. So that's real shit. So what would you say? What would you say is a moment in your life and a moment in time in your life when you recognize? I think you already shared it with us. Really, it's the ayahuasca journey for you was huge and very impactful. I'm assuming, but where did you go from "fuck my life" to "for my life"? Right, like where you were like, "Damn, I gotta live. I gotta do
I
this."
got you. You ready for it?
Yeah.
I was living in Cincinnati. Was in my apartment by myself, and I had my 380 on my lap. What went through my mind was nothing other than who was going to tell my kids and how my kids were going to perceive this situation after. Who's going to tell them I killed myself? The fuck? Like, who's going to have that responsibility to go walk up to my kid and say, your dad fucking shot himself? That's some bullshit.
Mm.
That's fucked up, and that's some bullshit. So I put it away. Buddy of mine came over my house, didn't even know what was going on. He came over, knocked on the door. We talked. That was it.
Unprompted, he came over?
Yeah. Dude,
Wow.
God works in mysterious ways, bro.
That's
Like,
wild.
I don't know if anybody's religious, but I'm not even fucking religious, but I know God does some weird shit and does some mysterious shit. And that was one of those. That was one of those, like, bro, you need somebody.
Yeah, that's wild.
And that was that moment right there. It was like, I was almost embarrassed at that moment. Like, when he knocked on my door, I was embarrassed. Like, I wasn't, the shame wasn't there. It was embarrassment. I didn't want him to see me have that gun. I didn't want him to see me going through this. If that
Interesting
makes
to
any
bring
sense.
that word up too, shame. Was that anywhere a part of the journey towards wanting to end your life? Did you feel that?
I mean, dude, so my gambling problem became a huge
Mm,
fucking problem.
got it.
And when I mean huge, I want to say between. So I was living in Cincinnati at the time, and I was working for an alcohol distributing company. I was basically an alcohol buyer for Meyer, the grocery store chain.
Got it.
So literally, I was drinking every fucking weekend. I was at breweries and wineries all the fucking time. And in Cincinnati, there's 2 casinos that are right there. And my day pretty much consisted of go to work when I wanted to, take my breaks whenever I wanted to, go do whatever I wanted to.
Yeah.
So casino time.
Right.
So it was, dude, at my worst, I was gambling. I think I lost, I want to say like $10,000 in about a week.
Oh, damn.
I think the most I ever won was like $40,000 in like 2 days.
That'll
So again, but the thing was about that was super shame because, and what I mean by that was no one in my family knew I gambled. I didn't gamble around my friends. I didn't take friends to the casino with me. It was fucking work. I went in there for work, bro. Like I went in there with $1,000, walk in, walk out with 5. It was
right.
work. It was me going to work. So my family didn't know I gambled. So when it all came out, no one knew I gambled, which is weird to me because everyone in my family has gambling addiction,
Yeah.
but nobody wants to admit to it. That's the other thing about the black community that pisses me the fuck off. And I'm going to say that right here. Stop saying that we don't have problems. We all have fucking problems. I don't care if you're black, white, Puerto Rican, Asian, fucking whatever. Polka dot, you got fucking problems. You got fucking problems.
Yeah.
Black people need to take that shit out their fucking mouth and say, oh, I'm not going to talk about my problems. It's bullshit. This is why this fucking suicide shit is continuously going because no one wants to open their mouth.
Hell yeah. My ketamine told me that was the real.
Yeah. So like again, my whole family didn't understand and didn't believe that I had a problem.
Yeah.
No one understood I had an alcohol problem because I'm a social guy. You get a couple drinks in me, I'm even more sociable.
Yeah.
So again, I don't know how to balance those. And it came to a point where it was like I was bad. And I don't want to go into how bad it got because it got pretty bad. And I don't even want to bring that shit back up because
That's okay.
I'll put it like this. I was a fucking asshole.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody I ever hurt, and I'll say this publicly, I apologize to the day I fucking die. It was bad. So I had a buddy of mine I was in Marine Corps with hit me up. He's an attorney now down in Miami. And he hit me up. He was like, yo, my grandfather gave me a house down in Costa Rica. I want to turn it into a surf hostel. All right, bro. So 2 years later, I'm moving back to Ohio. Yeah, so 2 years in Costa Rica, almost 3 years, 2.5 years. Changed my life.
That's cool.
I wasn't relying on anybody. It was just me. It was me trying to figure out everything.
Yeah.
And honestly, like I said, I think it saved my life.
Cool, man.
That is honestly fucking awesome, actually. You needed to get away, and you did. You got away for 2 years. You stepped away from everything and everybody.
Yeah.
So you could actually come home again.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's kind of how I look at it because, again, would you rather me not be here because of me facing and dealing all those demons all at once? Because that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
Literally, my whole fucking life crumbled within a week.
Damn.
I said, fuck it. So, yeah, that's where I'm at now.
God.
Happy and stupid. Spending stupid money on a car that I can afford.
So Costa Rica was really your awakening moment then?
No, it was me sitting there in my lap with the 380 on my lap.
Oh,
my awakening moment was
right.
me. Someone had to tell my fucking kids that their dad died.
Right. I'm sorry. Your healing moment though was when you were in Costa Rica. That's what I meant. I apologize. Yeah. That is like that's a really fucking deep story too, and also kind of crazy that your buddy came over around that time. That's super coincidental. That's very interesting.
Is that person still in your life?
No.
He's not.
No, again, I burned it. I'll be 100% honest. I don't burn bridges. I fucking nuke them bitches. There is no coming back for me because at that point in my life, I was so fucked up. It was.
Is he drinking and stuff like that, or
was I?
No, is that gentleman that came over? Was he like drinking and?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's someone that is in your past and you don't want to associate with because you're living in a different future.
He's saying he destroyed that relationship.
I think I probably destroyed their relationship.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Got it.
Again, I don't make excuses for what I did, but I was a fucking shithead. 100%. Yeah. Like, I can't go back and make, amends for it. I probably can't, but if I could, I would. Those people know who I am. If you want to get out and reach out to me, I am open to having a dialogue because I don't want to piss anybody off.
Right. You could. Right.
It's part. Bro, I ain't stepping on the fucking landmines no more.
Part of like AA stuff is like being very self-aware, knowing
accountability.
You're accountable. Your parts of the downfalls of your life, your actions. How you cause the things in your life. So, very strong awareness in you.
Oh yeah. Oh, trust me. That's one of those things where, again, I wish 20 years ago I would have had the emotional intelligence and the self-awareness I have now.
Can't worry.
Age and wisdom.
You got it now.
What was that?
You got it now.
Yeah. Age and wisdom. The gray hair fucking comes along with all the bullshit.
Right. Damn. Well, you got some years left, baby.
Hey, I got 36 more.
Let's do it.
36
I hope
more.
hope you come on throughout your 36 summers left on the here and share more of your journey, man. That was a very good episode today. We're coming up on our hour and 20 seconds. So everybody, thank you for joining us today. This is Todd. Todd's in the chat all the time with us, giving great fucking advice. It was really good to get your story today, brother. And I hope we can bring you back again sometime. And love seeing you hang out with us every single Thursday, pretty much, dude. And the advice you give to a lot of our people definitely resonates and hits hard. So now we get to see the face behind the comment, which is really
yeah, it's kind of random, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's also cool that we get to see you again. Now that I know that there's somebody that we connected with years ago, it's really good to reconnect with you again. That's fucking awesome. So,
and the hair is completely different, guys. As you can see, it's fucking long as shit.
Go Phils. Fuck the Mets.
big different.
Y'all see it. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. Hold on. It's happening. It's happening, guys. It's all about the Buckeyes. It's okay.
That's it.
We're going to win the national championship. It's going to be beautiful.
Eventually.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Notre Dame and Penn State have
let it go, guys.
Be in your way, dude. I don't think Ohio State's going to be there, but I don't know. Notre Dame and Penn State are looking fucking
Let it go, bro. Let it go.
Best defense in the country is Notre Dame.
Let it go, bro. Let it go.
We'll talk. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Oh, there's no conversation about it, bro. Everybody's gonna be upset. I'm gonna be upset because I actually don't like Ohio State's coach.
When is the championship? Is it like 3 weeks from now, or?
So I want to say it's 3 weeks from now. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is too. We'll be talking in 3 weeks. We'll see what happens, dude.
Trust me, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna be quiet.
I'm excited for tonight.
I am very excited for this weekend. I think I'm excited for this whole week. Actually, for the next 5 days.
Who's your NFL?
Because nah, bro.
He's like, I don't want to talk about it.
There is no NFL in the state of Ohio. Okay.
So yes, Dallas.
Yes, there is.
No, there's not. Cleveland? If you want to call those shitty teams good, nah, bro.
Okay.
I'm a Cleveland Browns fan, okay? I am a Browns fan, bro. We suck balls. We have sucked my entire life.
Right. Okay. So then you are a fan of a team, kind of.
I mean, I like college football.
Yeah.
I like college football.
Right.
I like football.
I like college football.
Right.
Matter of fact, I even watch fucking Division III football. Fuck that.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for this whole week too, man. It's going to be a good week. Some pretty cool sports going on.
Well, if you think about it, it starts today. So you got games today, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
It's crazy.
So for the next 5 days, boys, you got football. Enjoy.
Yeah. It's crazy. I'm excited for Notre Dame tonight. I'll put that out there.
All right. I got to go pick my boys up.
All right.
Yeah.
This was awesome. Thank you, Todd. Appreciate you coming in here, man. Yep. And good luck to Buck the fuck.
Oh, we'll talk. We'll talk.